Let's go to the top. Tell me about Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
The legend is it was an accidental discovery of a sound on a keyboard, and there we go.
All that was part of it. But again, we're working in a barn. You know, we have to set up the bucolic atmosphere of it all, and we're just experimenting with zero pressure. And we're just spending time there during the week all together, and then home on weekends. And so it was a true ferment of fun, you know, because there were, no consequences. We were improvising and putting things together, all in the room together, too, in those days. So it was very organic also. And those were building. And another important part of a song like Tom Sawyer, and any of these, really, I said they were designed to be played live, and they were also played live many times before they were recorded. So the kind of detail that went into the drum part, for example, I haven't changed barely a note, maybe one fill in Tom Sawyer in 30 years, because it's still challenging and satisfying to play just how I made it up, you know, and that's nice. There are other songs that I have changed from time to time, or newer ones, actually, I'll deliberately design to be freer in my new improvisational mode. But in that day, we played those songs over and over, and we recorded them until all of us played it right, you know, so necessarily they were played enough times that each time I might add a little detail or a little echo this little rhythmic pattern in the next verse, and build that way architecturally and progress up the song. And people often ask me why I build a drum part that way. Well, it's a performance. You know, I started off simple. For the listener's sake, this is something I learned in writing too, and this song is a great example. First, what does the listener need to know? And they teach you that in writing class. What does the reader need to know? So I state a rhythm as strongly as I can, whether it's a straightforward backbeat 4 like Tom Sawyer is, or something more complicated. When I first state that, I try to make it as clear as I can for the listener. Occasionally trick them on purpose, the turnaround things that you do deliberately because they're fun for musician listener. But for the most part, like in prose, I have to decide what the reader needs to know first to get the picture I'm trying to send. Drumming exactly the same. Here's the rhythm, and now here's all the ways I'm going to play with it. But first I want to state it clearly, and this song is a perfect example of laying it down.